Keith Grinke here with Nick Castiglia, president of Rec MMA, an Ottawa-based promotion. Nick's here with some big news. His next card is in Kandahar, Afghanistan. So Nick, how did this come about? Why do it?
This came about during our first show that we had, that was Fight for the Troops in December 2010. And I was talking with my contact, Louise DeRoche at D&D. I said, what would it take for us to have a show out in Afghanistan, for the troops that are out there? And she's like, well, it wouldn't take much. She's like, I'd be the one who would decide that. I said, well, what do you think? She's like, let's do it. Originally slated for Canada Day, and then had to take a back seat because the Queen was coming over and a lot of the military planes were taken up at that time. So, at that time it was scratched. And to be honest, we were pretty bummed out. And we were like, it's not going to happen, it's a pipe dream. We're never going to be able to do that. Then we got the phone call in July, and Louise was like, Nick, it's on. Straight from the top. And I said, okay, we'll start getting it ready. And then just from there, we started getting everything ready. So it's been almost about a year in the making, about 10 months in the making. And it's going to be a pretty cool experience for the troops' Thanksgiving gift. So
yeah, that's great. You'll be leaving this tape before, obviously, and we'll be broadcasting this once you're in the air. There's tremendous logistics aside, for this. You have to transport, the ring. You have gloves and you got to transport fighters, refs. Tell about this nightmare. And it's hard enough putting on a local show and selling tickets. Like, why do you want to do this? And how hard is it to do this?
Well, as far as the logistics go, first problem was the ring. We had to ship the ring over right after the last show. The second thing we had to take care of was finding fighters. Then after finding fighters, you had to find fighters to fight for free. Then after you find fighters that are going to fight for free, and give up a week of work, then you got to make sure nobody gets hurt. And you know what? We were replacing guys even last week.
Ugh.
And it was, I wouldn't say it was, we're super high stress or anything, because we got some real solid guys that are on with us. And, as soon as we had one guy out, we had another guy in. As soon as we had another guy out, we had another guy in. And it's all come together, and we're leaving shortly. Yeah, and I know over the phone you told me you shipped the ring months before. You had to drive to Montreal to do it. You gotta worry about weight cutting there. It seems crazy. Rec is known throughout Canada for supporting the community, and I gotta give you guys your accolades for that. You've done Unite for Brian's fight. You did a food bank drive. You did a support the troops. You're wearing this shirt right now. Why is it so important to Rec? Because MMA is hosted in such a negative light all the time. People always think promoters are scumbags, and that's why we promote so much locally. Local causes, local fighters, local promotion, working with local businesses. Because you know what, I'm not going anywhere. I'm in Ottawa. You have a problem with me? Come find me. And I don't run from it. And that's it. We want to be a stand-up organization, do the best we can for the fighters. Are we liked by everyone? No. But you're not ever going to be liked by everyone, and that's something I've come to live with. And
you're really tight with this community. Like you were telling me off camera, you're still tight with Brian's family. And Brian, you're still, you donated, 20,000 pounds of food. This stuff is incredible that you guys are doing, and, great job. Now, if we can get a little into the fights, I know you're not the matchmaker, but how many fights are there?
It's 5 fights.
5 fights? Yeah. And I gotta say, even the main event, these guys, Jesse Gross, we saw here at Canadian Fighting Championships, tremendous lightweight, and Rory McDonald, he's been around the block, and he's the toughest grappler around. You're not just bringing, bottom guys here, and I gotta commend these fighters for actually taking the time and doing this without pay. thank you for your time, Nick. This has been fantastic. I guess, is there another rec show coming up after this, or is this too much to think about?
Yeah, no, it's already booked. It'll be at the end of January.
Yeah.
And, we haven't just released a press release yet, but it's booked. It's booked with the commission. It's booked with the casino. We'll be at the casino again.
Great.
We had lots of feedback from the first show at the casino. We had positive feedback, had negative feedback. And you know what? I'm not above hearing it all and making the changes that need to be changed. I tell people openly on the forums, I said, you got a problem, so you can come call me, you can come see me. I said, I'm open to hear it. As long as it's presented in a respectful manner, then I'm sure we can see eye to eye, and I'll do my best to make the changes that need to be changed.
Yeah, and you certainly even posted your phone number in our forum, and and unfortunately some of our guys don't do it very respectfully, criticize either. But there's been lots of commendations, and I commend you for what you guys are doing here in Kandahar over Thanksgiving. You're giving up your Thanksgiving as well. Thank you very much, and thanks for your time today.
All right, thank you guys.